Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Dell, and I ain't posted in a minute. So, update, I posted a Cold Stone video, and that's doing well. So, I'm gonna post another one. And I don't work there no more. I just left this month. I've been there for a little bit over 2 years. And it was pretty much like probably the worst location that you can work at in the city of Cold Stones. So, today I'm gonna be going over my customer complaints and just how bullshit that place was. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at yeadatdell, and yeah, whatever. Alright, so first I'm gonna talk about the place. Alright, so at this point, it was only 2 people that worked there. It's me and one other person. Boss is always gone out of town, doing whatever she do. I seen her on Instagram, it popped up. And she be out here trying foods and traveling and shit with her husband. And he looked like he got good credit. But, and she white. And she Chinese, he white. And I started working there when I was 16. So basically, it's one person. It's just you in the store for however long we open for. And you pay on a little square thing where you swipe the card or cash, and she don't follow none of what you're supposed to do when it comes to Cold Stone. It's like shit that you have like supposed to follow and shit, because even though she own it, it's like still like a chain of a Cold Stone. You gotta keep it updating shit, and like you get checkups and there's certain shit that you're supposed to have. It's a list like sorbets, certain flavors for the certain time, and all that. And like she ain't really have none of that. And like she barely could even afford to pay the rent. Like, I just know now that I left it, like that shit should be shutting the fuck down. Like that place is a mess. Like the people, but fuck all that. I'm free. Let's get into the complaints. Alright, this is probably my previous video, but this is my first complaint when I started working there when I was 16. When I was 16. And like, they go directly to her. So it don't get sent directly to me. So like, I don't even see all of them. I just see what she decided to send to me. Like, I know I got like ones that I don't even know about. Like, I'm sure of that. This is my first video. My first video, I was 16. And this is long too. This complaint is the result of poor service and a rude attitude which resulted in the employee stating to me, "I really don't care," when I shared with him that my friend received very little caramel with his order. The finer details are below. Around 9:45 p.m., we walked into the store. There were no current customers inside, nor leaving out. We ordered 2 like-it sizes of the cheesecake with caramel, which is the smallest size. We noticed that he used very little caramel and did not mix it well, and he seemed to have an attitude of being bothered by us. However, we did not complain. 2, I tasted the caramel and it tasted like cookie batter. I told him that he gave me the wrong flavor. He claimed that he didn't, but provided me with a sample of cheesecake to verify. I was right. He served me cookie dough instead of cheesecake. He rolled his eyes and was clearly annoyed that he had to remake the order. I don't remember none of this. 3, he scoops us. This is a lot. Like, they was really bothered. God damn. He scoops a small amount of cheesecakes and add a small amount of caramel. Again, he doesn't mix it well and dumps it in like a cup. He realized that he didn't provide enough ice cream and takes a scoop of ice cream and throws it on top. He never blends with the existing ice cream nor adds additional balance to my order. He got a lot of critiques. Like, do you want to come around and do it your motherfucking self, my nigga? Like, I would be like, damn. Like, you was really going into detail. Damn. 4, I went to pay. He holds up the smartphone with the square attachment. He sharply says, "Sign here." He never said thank you or good night. Okay. Too fucking bad. We leave the store and he complained to each other about the poor services. Furthermore, we both said that he didn't provide much caramel. Oh my god. Why the fuck didn't you say something while I'm doing it? Like, You was really pressed for this caramel, yo. Like, you really blowing my mind right now. And I owe it there. I remember he came, though. He came back. He came back. And it was people in front of him. He really stood there in line again for some caramel, yo. Earth. Man, this. I go back into the store, waiting in line, both behind two customers to go ask for more caramel. He gives me an annoying look and says, "What?" Period, as I should have. When I ask for more caramel, he rolls his eyes and gives me a look of not wanting to be bothered. Sounds about right. He was never concerned about treating me with respect. 7. He takes the caramel and drizzles it into the cup and on my spoon handle. My bad. 8. Yo section is... Bitches be on the whole paragraph, my nigga. Like, yo. I said thank you, and he told me that my friend didn't receive much caramel as well. He said, "I really don't care." I never said that. I remember clearly. I never said that. I remember. Now, I asked him, "Did you just say that you really don't care?" He said, "Yes." I think it said... I think he asked me, and then I think I said no, but I don't. Like, isn't... I think I said okay and proceeds to leave, and he said to him, "I think this shit is really long as fuck," and said to him, "I didn't do anything, I just wanted my order done right." 10. When an employee states to a customer that he doesn't care and unsatisfied customer experience, he doesn't represent the core values of our brand. More importantly, his interest in many employees. Do you think I give a fuck about all that? About all that with the bullshit that I was getting paid, my nigga? Bro. Like, you really wrote all that. All of that. Like, dummy. Okay, so on the little square phone, the little square thing, you can, when you swipe it, the screen show up, and it's for you to sign, and then it's the tips at the top. 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, and then other. I mean, custom or no tip at the right? Damn. Like, I asked everybody to sign. I'm just, alright, so for you to understand this. I waited in the car with my 12-year-old and 14-year-old went inside to order for ice creams, totaling $32. This is our regular store since we live in the neighborhood. When I got the online receipt, I was shocked to learn that the cashier gave himself a $5 tip that myself did not authorize. Apparently, he handed the machine to my kids to sign, and they thought that was the bill. It is. It's the total. Bill equals the total. It is. That's disgusting. I am very, very upset and feel I've owed a full refund based on the fact that he took advantage of us. First off, if it ain't, you should have went in yourself and used your card. And I asked him to sign. I didn't take advantage of nobody. You're 14. You should be old enough to see that and hit no tip. Cause before I asked him to sign, I tapped the 15. The 10, whatever the first one is. Otherwise than that, they ain't gonna fucking tip you. And that's not my fault, my nigga. That's on you. Like, that's on them. Like, next time go with the fucking that. Stop being a lazy bitch. Alright, so this one is the first month of last year. So this is a year ago. My experience was very disappointing, and the quality of my ice cream was seriously lacking. When we walked in the freezers, was empty, so we asked if they was closed. The worker said no, but the freezer was broken. We then asked twice, but the ability to still order and get a good product. We asked if everything on the menu was still available and the ice cream had enough time in the bag of freezer to be fine. Oh yeah. This was when the fucking thing that we served from, the Gia, where the ice cream sits, and when you see you see it and you can sample from it, it's broke. So we had to walk back and fucking forth from the back to scoop the ice cream or bring it out. I just scooped it in the freezer, and we did that for a minute too. I should have been left. I should have been left that fucking job. And this ring light is doing something to my vision. Like, I'll wrap this the fuck up. When we turned home, less than 10 minutes, we placed the ice cream back in the freezer. 3 hours later, we taken out the frozen, more slushy consistency remained. It couldn't have been frozen when it was purchased. Next day! Alright, this one was April of last year. The young man at the cash register with the red afro was extremely rude and verbally abused me as I tried to order. I ended up leaving the location without ordering because he was so disrespectful. When I went to Google to leave a review, there were other Patreons complaining about him. He should not be working in the customer services, and I refused to visit his location as long as he's employed there. Now, let me go see if I can find the text messages I sent my boss after just complaining, but she always on my side because she basically like me. And it's not even an afro. Racist bitch. Alright, here we go. That lady really lied and complained for no reason. Like, I don't remember what happened for her to have said that. I don't know, but it was nothing close to that. She just pulled that out the ass. I do not remember, but that was straight up bullshit what she said. Like, I hate that fucking job. Like, after a while, like, it really grew just a burden on me. Like, I hate it. June of last year, I came in at 9:42 with my young 3 daughters. I was greeted. He came out with an attitude, slamming the case, very rude and aggressive until it scared my young daughter. I consoled her and reminded her it's about the ice cream. Okay. When we checked out, he literally threw our ice cream in the bag. I was furious, but because my children were there, I said nothing and grabbed the ice cream and left. I have never had such rude, horrible service. My children were there, and he scared them with his aggressive behavior. I've never been to a Cold Stone I've never been to that Cold Stone and will never go back. I paid $43 and should have not been treated with this type of service. Your first fucking problem is paying $43 for fucking ice cream, bitch. Like, go get a motherfucking tub and get some toppings. It'd have been way cheaper. Fuck. Second, I don't remember nothing about this at all. But like, I'll be chilling. Nah. Sometimes it was just that job, like that atmosphere. Sometimes you can see on my face. Some people even point it out, even when I don't think I'm making a face. I don't know what that's about. But like, you can physically see I don't want to be in that bitch. I do not want to be bothered. But I don't put it onto the customers. Like, I don't do that. Like, some people, I just be real laid back, and some people, as it see me being rude, or I speak like hello in my regular monotone voice, and some people complain that that's rude, that I was being rude saying hello like that, when it's just my regular voice. May of last year. Look at this. Listen to this bullshit. My receipt says $7.08, but when I check my bank statement, it says $7.09. Why is there a 1 cent difference? I understand 1 penny is not much money, but if Cold Stone taking 1 cent from thousands of customers, that can add up to thousands of dollars. Please explain why you all charge me an extra cent. And I can guarantee you the whole purpose of that was because it was a mistake and I pressed the wrong number. And it showed a total at the top. And I say the total out loud, so you can look at the screen and say that's not the right price. You just gotta pay more attention. My niggas really took the time to put in a whole complaint for 1 cent. Bro, you couldn't just let it go. Like, for real. See, here the tips was kind of a problem. Kind of often, not often, but more likely than I would want to fucking deal with. This is the second time I used my card at this location, and a tip that I did not authorize was charged to my card. First of all, I asked you to sign. You see the total at the top. You have an option to take the tip off. You did authorize it. You just didn't pay enough fucking attention. Pay attention to what you signed. And that's what people always say. Read what you signed. That's on you. I asked for a physical receipt this time to show that I did not include a tip, so my account should only be charged $14.33. The tip do not show up on the receipt because the receipt is connected to the register. The square is not connected to the register, so it's not going to be on the receipt because it's not connected to the receipt either. And maybe I would leave a tip if when I come into the store and I was greeted, thank you for my business. The customer service at this location is absolutely absurd. I will never leave a tip. My account better not be charged. Girl, shut the fuck up. But yeah, working at that job for 2 years, you in there by yourself, not straight in the head all the way. It just really took a toll. Like, to this point, it's like, I can't do this no more. Like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I don't want to be in here. And like, I've been knew I wanted to leave before this month, January. But I just didn't know when. And I was sitting on the toilet, and then it was the new year started, and I was just like, I'm gonna leave at the end of this month. Because I was being nice, my boss was cool, so, and it's only 2 employees, so she's like, a minute ago, she told me, when I got my second job, she told me, when I want to leave, let her know a month in advance, so she can have time to find somebody to use her place. And I'll be nice, yeah, and fuck with her, because I'm like, okay, well, I ended up not even staying this whole month. Like, I just couldn't do it no more. And like, she was only open like 4 days a week. It was cold. It was like, no money. Alright. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn my post notifications on, and follow me on Instagram at yeadatdell. And I see you on whenever. Bye.